Hi, we're a team of 6 people, and we have implemented one of the vast challenges for the course data visualization. Our project is based on the 2022 VAST Mini Challenge 2. So, visual analytics has been a growing field with multiple applications in various industries due to its ability to convey information spatially rather through a numerical interface. As a part of our CSE 578 class, we decided to do our group project on the mini challenge included in the VAST challenge that was held in 2022. The main topic of this challenge was travel patterns in a fictional city. All of the data for this task was provided by the authors, and we decided to create a dashboard of 6 connected charts with widgets that allows the user to understand and see the base data set through a visually interactive interface. So we did follow Schneiderman's mantra, which was overview first, which can be seen over here from our line graph. Our line graph is the main chart in this entire project. It's actually the one that directs how the data should flow and like what kind of data shows up for the rest of the charts over here. It shows the average change in balance of the participants for every 2 weeks, and it aims to discover trends and characterize the distribution. You can choose a particular time to change the charts change the data that goes to any of the other charts, and when you hover over it, you can see the average balance increase percentage. Now, when you come down, you can see the heat map, the traffic density map, the violin chart, the pie chart, and our innovative chart. So we're going to start with the heat map itself. The heat map shows the distribution of joviality and education levels throughout the city. It also shows different clusters in the city, allowing the user to explore trends. All of the information that has been produced over here, including the color schemes, has been listed out over here. Next, we're going to go to the traffic density map. This traffic density map shows the traffic at each and every location on roadways. It also finds traffic bottlenecks and assists in trying to find outliers in the data that is provided. Now, the radius over here of each of these circles is directly proportional to the amount of traffic that passes through this area. When one of them has been labeled as red, as you can see over here, that just means that it is a traffic bottleneck and has been causing a lot of stoppage on that particular road. When you hover over it, you can see a tooltip that shows the total amount of traffic in that area. And now we're going to go over to the violin chart. The violin chart is slightly different from the rest of our charts, and that's mainly because it is indirectly connected to our main chart, which is the line graph. That is because it is connected to the heat map, actually. So when you select a particular cluster on the heat map, it changes values over here. The violin chart actually describes the different statistics for a particular area, and it can choose to show the statistics according to income, average rent, or age. And this allows the user to explore trends and find outliers as well. The next chart that we have is the pie chart. It shows how busy each area was during that time period, and as a part of task abstraction, it compares values. It's populated based on the time that was set in our first chart over here. So if I choose a certain value, it updates and kind of shows the new values that should be there. We also have a tooltip, as mentioned before. Now, our last chart is the innovative chart, which we call the packed bubbles on a stacked bar chart. The stacked bar chart shows different building types and their distribution across each area and zone that was defined previously in the second chart, which is the heat map. The bubble part of it shows the average traffic in that building type in each and every area. So we also have a tooltip feature over here. And when it comes to choosing the areas, now suppose I don't want to see all 4 areas, but I'm kind of interested in just 2 of them. We can go ahead and select those 2, and the chart updates accordingly. It updates its axis as well as the data that is being displayed. This is also populated based on the time that has been set in the overall line graph. And the visualization that we chose to extend was the bar chart, as you can see over here, and we added a bubble chart to the ends. And yeah, just coming back to what was mentioned in the beginning, overview first. So as a part of Schneiderman's mantra, this is that this one covers that portion of it. Sorry about that. And when you decide to zoom and filter, you can select any variable points to be able to see data from different parts of the entire data set in each of these charts over here, and details on demand by the use of radio buttons, a drop down, and a multiple choice button sort of selection. You can see the information that you want to see without the actual developers kind of pushing it on you. And yeah, thank you so much. This is our final group project submission.